Okay, we're live.
Yay, and we are live.
Perfect. Well, hi everyone. Welcome back to another Snowville webinar. Today here, I'm Sophia, and I'm a Revenue Growth Rate Manager right here in Snowville.
And yes, hi everyone, and welcome. I'm Daniela from Snovio's implementation team. I'm really happy to be here today with Sophia, especially. Yeah, I think we could wait a few minutes
Of course.
more for everyone to join.
Sure. And just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up of what we're going to see exactly right here, is just like what the title says, it's the last day to level up your outreach. And is, let's put it that it's second to last day. So officially, the Black Friday ends tomorrow in Snovio. So we even extended a little bit more so you guys can have a better time to manage it and to see it all the options. So as we know, as everything is coming close to an end, we just wanted to pass through some of the key data things and the key points that our clients usually ask a lot, especially from the sales point and implementation point. So you guys know exactly what you can expect from the platform, especially with the Black Friday deals, and to go through with everything. Okay? Okay, I already
Yes.
see. Hi, Roberta. Hi, Fahad.
Yes.
Okay. So, should we get started?
Yes, I think we can go ahead and present ourselves in more details, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So to show you guys a little bit more, and so you're not out of the blue if you are a brand new user or if you're already a node client right here in Snovio, we are a platform that is an all-in-one platform, and it's a SaaS and sales automation. So we work to have everything as user-friendly as possible and to work with multi-channel in the most natural way. We know that especially nowadays we've been avoiding spam and bots, and with the amount of with loads of messages and emails in general. So we just make sure that everything is very effective, but as well as very organic for your leads in the end of the day. We also offer everything to the sales cycle. So within prospecting, email sending, LinkedIn, CRM, everything. So we just wanted to show you guys a little bit more about this as well. And since you already know a little bit more now about Snowville, who are we in the end of the day? So it's the first time that me and Daniela are hosting a webinar together. So it's such a pleasure to be here with you. And as I mentioned in the beginning, I'm Sophia and I work with the sales team right here in Snowville. So naturally, I'm probably the first face that you're going to see as soon as you book a meeting right here for us to get started, go through the plans and everything. So I'm the revenue growth manager right here in this process. And then if you want to introduce yourself a little bit more, then we'll go forward the details.
Happy to. And I'm Daniela, once again, from implementation team. I help our clients set up their outreach systems, improve deliverability, and overall get the most out of our tools from day one. And right now, Black Friday is one of the most competitive times for outreach, with inboxes full and attention spans short. We get a lot of it. So we need not only great offers, but also great systems behind them. And that's exactly what Snovia offers. And I'm really, really excited to talk about it today and to actually bring value. Yeah, let's start.
Of course, and it's great because you guys will see the both ends. So you guys see from the sales perspective right here, and then right after you purchase, then is the first phase that you see as soon as you get started with implementation and onboarding. So just for us to go through our agenda, what we'll be discussing is to show you guys the key points that usually, and especially for the last, I think 5 days since we started Black Friday, what clients have been asking us a lot. So mostly with AI Studio, we know that nowadays everything is about AI, but in the end of the day, we need to know how to handle it more than anything. So we'll show you exactly how to work with the AI Studio, give you some sneak peek of the data enrichment that we'll be launching very soon, show you a little bit of the front end, how to work with that, and mostly of what it's upcoming with Snavio, as well to some of the multi-channel outreach as we do it. So obviously that we talk a lot about synchronizing emails and LinkedIn sequences, but obviously that we know that the front end is very important. So it's for you guys to be able to see it as well on how to do it in a very simple and multi-step way. And in the end, we know that the step-by-step is great, but the results are even better. So we'll share a little bit with you guys the results of our research for deliverability and for everything that we did for our cold email experience as well. So just for us to get set and get started then, Denny, I'll leave with you necessarily, to share your screen right now so we can go for the AI studios and the data enrichment and everything. Okay, so feel free.
Yes, let's go. Here we are in Snavio. Let me know if you can see my screen, Sophia. Is it set?
Perfect.
So from here, we're starting with AI Studio. Let's go to it. This is the first tool that I want to show you today. This is a built AI assistant that helps you create your ICP, build personalized emails, outreach, craft super personalized sequences in minutes. It's super useful when you need fast and targeted emails. Let's start with ICP generator. Many from us and many businesses struggle with defining their target customer clearly, and AI Studio here will help us do it. Let's start from the beginning. I have some examples here, but we'll start from the beginning. Let's go here at my product. We have this window open here. You can either enter your product or service name, company name, and description manually, or we can also generate description with AI. Let's try it with Snavio. Let's see. Generate. AI is working. Let's see what it gives us. So here we have it. So each AI information that you receive, whether it's AI Studio, even if you use ChatGPT, you need to filter by viewing, checking the information. Do not just believe it. So let's see if it fits our needs, if it's okay, if you want some information highlighted or something that you don't want to focus on right now, and just change it here. We just need to add the service name here. Company name is correct. Company description you can check. And if you know Snavio, if you used Snavio before, you already know what we do. So it's all right. Let's go next. Here we also can add some more details about the product for AI to correctly define our ICP, and then later to create super personalized emails. Again, you can check the information, see, for example, description. It was okay, it was all right, we checked it. Key features in my Finder, verifier, everything looks fine. Again, if you want to change something or to focus, highlight anything, emphasize on anything, you can all do it here. But for me, it works fine. Let's go next. Then the ICP, we can either generate or again manually enter a prompt. I will generate it just so you see how fast it goes and that the results are really impressive. Let's see.
And it's what AI works in the end of the day, right? And is to give us some ideas. Sometimes we don't even know how to explain the ideal client profile that we want to work with. And sometimes it just gives us the correct words and some of the key features that you kind of have those aha moments and you go like, yes, exactly. That's what I was looking for.
Yes, exactly. I usually get this question whether, you can use just ChatGPT and enter like your prompt there to create this ICP. But at the end of the day, you need a super detailed prompt to mention everything, to make it again super personalized and to include all the information needed. It takes time. It won't happen from the first prompt, and AI Studio already has a template of the prompt. All you need to do is just enter your product, your service, and check if you want to personalize it more or to add anything more. It will work. Or just like I did it, generate everything from A to Z, as we say. So AI generated a few ICPs for me. I can check it. It used different industries, different company sizes, and based on these different profiles, we can create different campaigns using different approaches, because we will use different approaches for bigger companies, for smaller companies, for different industries. As you can see here, we use financial services, bigger companies, staffing, recruiting, everything. A lot of details. It would take me a lot of time to do myself, and AI just did it in a few seconds, a minute, if I can say it. So we checked it. It works for me. We save it. Yay, we have 8 ICPs, and for each one of them, we can create an email. Again, in a few clicks. Let's go, generate my email. We choose the product or service that we're gonna use, and ideal customer profile. As you remember, we got 8 of them because for each one of them, the email can be different. Let's choose recruitment agencies. It works for me. Create step by step. So, the AI Studio uses best practices from thousands of high-performing campaigns. It automatically adds personalization, clear value proposition, a strong call to action, everything that a cold outreach email has to have. So here, we need to choose up to 4 unique selling points. That's what I was mentioning. You choose what you want to emphasize on, because only you know the best what your business strategy is, what you want to offer right now, or what you want to focus on right now. I'm gonna just click randomly on some 4 and go next. Again, it's working. You can regenerate, you can rewrite, shorten, expand the email until you are happy with it. Again, you don't have to just take the first thing that it shows. Of course, you have to like it. And also, if you want, you can even A/B test all of the drafts that it gives you. You can use, again, different approaches, more formal, more friendly, punchy, and then see what strategy works best for you. Here we have 4 drafts. I can choose what I like the most. And then, yeah, I can read them. I like it. As you see, you have personalizations here. I like the subject lines. They also can be personalized. And again, you can change anything. When we go next, we can fine tune it, right? We can improve it. We can choose an email formula and in an email style. I like numbers don't lie. And let's take direct as Claude Hopkins and improve it. Let's see what it gives us. Okay, here we have it. Again, if you don't like it, you can regenerate it. You can change the approaches, change the formulas, change the style until you like it. And then once done, you can go ahead and build your campaign. Again, use A/B testing, use all the metrics to see how and what works best for you. Okay, with AI Studio, I think it's all pretty intuitive, pretty clear, and pretty interesting as well for you to try out, to play with it. I also wanted to mention another feature, AI feature that we are launching very, very soon. It's enrichment. So this one answers one of the most common questions that I have with my clients, that I get from my clients. What if we already have email addresses, list of email addresses. Can Snovio enrich that data? Can we get more information from just an email address? And so far, the answer was no. Right now, I can say for sure that we will have this feature very, very soon. So enrichment lets you take the data that you already have, for example, email addresses, and automatically expand it with additional information like company names, LinkedIn profiles, and more. This is especially useful if you want to build a multi-channel campaign, and if your CRM, for example, has incomplete information, incomplete fields, and you need some more fields, some more data to personalize and launch your campaigns. So first, what we need to do is to add or export new tables, the CSV files with any data that you have. I'm going to use the ones that I have. Here we can see I have the domains, for example. And the most important part here is to add enrichment. When we click here, we see all the methods that we can use to get any data available here. And we have two arrangements here, to arrange by result that we want to achieve, or arrange by the source, what we already have. So, for example, I have a work email already. What can I get out of it? Yeah, we choose the method and we run the enrichment. So the idea behind enrichment is pretty simple. Take whatever data you have and instantly turn it into something complete, accurate, and actionable, without any manual research. And this feature will be available very, very soon, so stay tuned. I hope it was all clear and interesting. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments about these two features, because I think it was pretty exciting.
100%. And I think it's going to, honestly, especially from the sales part, is going to make life much easier as well for our clients to come and necessarily feel that the platform is growing to be a bigger all-in-one process. So it's much easier for you guys to be enriching everything and seeing all the data at once. But for those that probably are already logging into Stovio to see exactly how this enrichment part works, I sorry to break for you guys. It's not available yet for all of our users. This is just a sneak peek for you guys to be able to see a little bit more on how it works. But just like Daddy said, feel free to drop your messages right here. And if you have any questions about anything that we're going through, obviously that it's a little bit more speed too for us to go through everything, show you guys how to work it. But obviously at any point, if you feel like there's anything that you wanted to see a little bit more into details, or you want to understand a little bit better about the Black Friday options that we have, especially about the pricings, just for us to have this in parentheses, all of our annual plans are with 50% of discount. So if you are interested of seeing anything like this, you can feel free to ping us, and our names right here is our LinkedIn profile, so feel free to reach out to us for there as well. But we'll be sharing an email right here for you guys to be in touch as well. And well, for us to move forward, so we'll have a moment for the Q&As as well, so you guys can be very, very aware of that. I'll share right now my screen, so we'll be able to see a little bit more how to do this multi-channel outreach. So like just Danny said, what can I do with these emails? It's great that the platform can do it, but where can I put it? How can I work with that? All of this. So I'll add to this stage right here. And as soon as you guys can see it, just let me know if you can see my screen. Working well, Danny?
Yes.
Perfect.
It's all good.
Perfect. So right here, guys, what I just clicked was on my campaign. So it was already set up right here for you guys to see. And exactly, you can see already that I have some campaigns running, and we'll start one from zero to show you exactly how to work with the multi-channel approach. Right here, you can click on create a campaign. You can use the templates that we already offer you to Snovio and draft this a little bit more as your workflow to feel a little bit more natural if you want to. But you can also create a scratch from zero, which will be what we're doing right now, just so you guys can see the full process itself. So for the ones that never worked with email campaigns before or LinkedIn campaigns before, don't worry, everything is very user-friendly and every tool actually means exactly what it shows. So the emails means the emails, LinkedIn means the LinkedIn, and so it goes. So there is no challenges in this part. But just to build up maybe more natural sequences that we will actually maybe receive if you are a client, or even take it if you are the salesperson, or even using these campaigns in general. How we can start? We can maybe start writing an email. And then I want to add a condition. Maybe in this email, I put up a link, or I put up maybe a calendar for my lead to set up maybe something for a meeting. But in this case, I want for the person to be open my email. And right here, the good thing is that we can wait for a certain time. So we know to feel and to see for your clients as well, to be natural, for you not to be spamming your clients as you're trying to do it. So right here, maybe we want to take a full day. I think it sounds reasonable that you wait for a full day for a person to open your email. And in this case, if the person does open your email, then we can already start doing the multi-channel outreach in this part, which is naturally what we do. Maybe we want to send someone an email, but we already know their profile on LinkedIn. So maybe I just want to maybe view their profile, know them, and let them know that I'm already there. Since they already opened my email, it's probably high possible that they already know what my face looks like. But if they didn't open my email, maybe I want to try a different approach on LinkedIn. Maybe I want to be a little bit more direct and I want to send them a connection request. You can definitely introduce yourself right here and even draft a message using the variables that we work inside of Snowview. And just to give your client a little bit more personalization. You don't have to necessarily, so you can just save it and put it like this. In any of these cases, we already did an email and some LinkedIn actions. But then right after this, maybe I want to, after a profile view, I want to maybe wait a couple minutes. So let's suppose that I want to wait, I don't know, 10 minutes. And then I want to send them another email just to make sure that they're seeing me into both ends. And with a connection request, maybe I just want to, as soon as I add the condition right here. So if they connected with me directly and in 2 hours, let's suppose, then I want to send them a LinkedIn message right here. You can draft it as you want to, obviously, to put a little bit more personalization. And if they don't, you'd still continue with the strategies as you go. So if they don't, maybe you want to send another email, and so it goes. With everything, as you guys can see right here, what we do is to naturally mimic what we as normal users or normal salespeople, marketing people, HR people are doing to try to get in contact with the people that we already have in our list and already prospected in the past. For this prospection part, is not something that we're taking part with this webinar specifically, but since we already did some other sessions, I 100% invite you guys to take a look at our YouTube channel right here to see a little bit more about the content that we already created about that. But again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop into the comment section or come to Talk to Sales right here into the front end of Savio, and then we'll be more than glad to show you a little bit more on how to do it. But just to keep it a little bit more close to topic. So right here, since we already mimicked everything that we want to naturally do and how I want to approach this client, it's also important to know how I want to talk to them, because it's beyond being personalized right here in Snowview is to be relevant. So right here for the email content, what can I do is to link directly for what I just did, for what Danny just showed us with the AI Studio. You can use those emails that you took a little bit of time to discuss with the platform of Snowview exactly how you wanted to talk to. For example, I think it was for the SaaS companies that you showed, Danny. I'm not sure exactly for the ICPs. You want 8 ICPs, guys. So just to have it in mind. So I'm quite sure that it was maybe one of them was the SaaS companies that we wanted to talk to. In this case, then, I know exactly that maybe I just want to follow the templates that I have here. You can follow one of the Snowview templates that you have, or even the templates that you already have it. In this case, I don't have any saved at the moment, but you can definitely have it already done with the AI Studios. You can just click it right here and it will show directly. Or if you want to maybe use a little bit more of the variables that we use right here in Snowview, you can start your emails from scratch. If you don't feel maybe as comfortable of using AI at this moment, it's definitely possible for you to do it a little bit more manually. And for that, we work with the variables right here in Snowview. And with these variables, it's a little bit similar to most of the platforms, what we do. So for full name, first name, country, industry, location. But obviously that we have some Easter eggs for you guys to show a little bit of the different parts that you can work with right here in Stovio. And especially it's our spin text and dynamic content. I can show you this a little bit more, and I think we're good with time, right, Danny? Just for me to be able to show the guys everything like this, but just to show it how to do it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So to show you guys, spin text is naturally how you can randomize specific words, but I like to think of it as synonyms as well. So maybe if we're talking, for example, with SaaS companies, then maybe you want to use the word technology, or you want to use the word AI, or you want to use the word maybe marketing strategies, for example. Or in this case, maybe you just want to start very, very simple. And you use the words as hi and hello right here. This already helps a lot with your deliverability, just because your provider will notice that you're not sending the same email at the same time. So you're not starting your email in the same way. Obviously, that right here, you will add the variable for the first name of the person that you want to call them. And right after that, you can continue the sequences as you want to be a little bit more personalized. If it is with the templates that you're already working with, then that's great. You can already change this towards the sentence or the workflow that you already want to work with. But in this case, let's, for example, use our dynamic content, which personally, I really, really adore it. So right here, what you do is to based conditions for the personalization. And this, even better for the personalization, as I mentioned in the beginning, is to be how relevant for your product and for your client. So in this case right here, we can go to the filters of position. And I want my text to be relevant enough for a CEO to open and to read it, for a manager to open and to read it, and then naturally to respond to me, and even for a team leader. Okay, all of this will be job positions that are based on the list that you already did inside of Snovio. So just for you to have in mind, obviously, that this personalization has to be linked with the list that you're already sending the emails to. But obviously that, for example, we have a SaaS company. If I'm talking to a CEO, maybe I want to talk about Roy. I want this word to necessarily show to him, or even maybe a full sentences. So if you want to, maybe for a manager, I want to talk about organizing CRM, for example. And if it's a team leader, then I want to have management of your team. And if in your list is there maybe an SDR, a BDR, or someone that is not necessarily a decision maker within the interest that you have within your email, that you want the text to be general, literally, just for us to have this as an example. And right here, you can see the sentence working a little bit odd in this case, but then you ask me, Sophia, what is the actual impact that I can have in this sentence? You can work, for example, I wanted to talk about. And then if it is a CEO that is reading your email, it would be, I wanted to talk about Roy. And if it is a manager, I wanted to talk about organizing CRM. And if it is a team leader, I wanted to talk about managing your own team. And then if it isn't none of the above, then a general text. All of this happens and it helps a lot, just like Danny just showed, with deliverability. So everything is towards to make everything as spam free and as blacklist free for you to be able to get in touch with your clients in a way that seems natural, that looks natural, and that it is relevant for them to reply to you in the end of the day. Obviously, that towards that, we also can work with some other sources inside of Snovio. Source code, for example, everything to keep it as deliverable as possible. Unsubscribe link, no one is forced or demanded to stay in a campaign that they don't feel attracted to, and it's completely fine. And as well for our Calendly link. So for Calendly right here, you can just sync with your Calendly. As you can see right here, I have a few ways to book a demo with Sophia or to book a call with Sophia, which if you guys in the future would definitely want, we can definitely share this link with you as well. But just to show you as well how to be able to sync this directly with your email. As Danny said, for the subject line, it's totally possible for you to personalize it as well. You can go straight with based on the email that you just wrote, or even use with the variables that we work right here. just to save it, and just for us not to keep ourselves too attached to emails, since in the end of the day is multi-channel, right here, what we can do with LinkedIn. Those are all the actions that you can perform within the campaigns inside of Snavio. Obviously, that all of these actions are going to be related to your LinkedIn account. And then you ask me, but I have a premium account, I have a Sales Navigator account, I have a free LinkedIn account. What should I do in this case? Do I necessarily need a Sales Navigator for me to be able to do multi-channel? Of course not. It's totally possible for you guys to be working with a free LinkedIn account, with a premium or a Sales Navigator. But in this case, obviously, that since we are very, very aligned with the good practice of both platforms, every limitation that you have within your LinkedIn account will be linked with the backend part, with the structure of the campaigns. So obviously, we know that, for example, with a Sales Navigator, it's totally possible for you to send a message if you're not connected. With a free LinkedIn account, it's not going to be possible. You need to go through the gatekeeper, which is sending the connection. And then in this case, you can personalize it a little bit better depending on the type of the backend part that you have it as well. So for the structure of your LinkedIn profile, for example. With all of this and going through the emails, the LinkedIn, the delays, the conditions, all of that, we just built our first campaign. And after we've done all of this, we set our goals, we understand exactly how we wanted to talk to the clients. I already tested the AI studio, wrote my emails, we've done the work and we walked the walk. After we've done all of this, we need to set up our campaigns. So we go next. Right here, obviously, it's going to show that it's missing something, because it is. So the platform is going to flag to you guys if something's not wrong, if something's not right with your campaign in this case. Proceed to, anyway, in this case, just to show you guys how to work with this. Do you remember that I mentioned at the beginning with the lists? So right here is exactly where you're going to put it. And then you can just choose what's the type of the clients that you want to talk to. Maybe IT located in the USA and Canada. Maybe you want to talk with Black Friday clients, just like I did right here. Or maybe you want to just continue follow up, go talk to clients that you went to Web Summit or something like that. And right here, as soon as you choose the list, you can choose exactly the setups that you want to continue with the sendings. So choose the type of the emails that you want to exchange. Already set up a do not email list right here. And excuse the translation. Obviously, I'm located in Brazil right now, so it will show some things in Portuguese in this case. But just to let you know, guys, right here it says do not email list in this case. And right here, you just can go to the sending options and understand a little bit better on how to connect everything. I even saw a question right here that is how to link with my LinkedIn in this case. And this exactly how you do it is within the settings of the campaigns. So right here, you can just choose the type of the LinkedIn account that you want to add to your campaign. Right here, you can see my face. So exactly, it's my profile. And then you can save it right here and add it already to the campaign. And right here to the email account, same thing. Already sharing the email that you guys can get in touch with me as well as this one, but we'll be writing down on the chat as well. And then you can just save it and add it right here to the campaigns. Right here, you can choose if you want to track clicks and opens. And obviously, that will depend a little bit more of the type of the strategy that you want to follow with your campaigns, as well for the type of the email that you have. But these details you'll definitely see in implementation and onboarding with Danny, not necessarily with me. And right here, if you're working just like we are right now, I'm currently located in Brazil and Danny's located in Ukraine. So if you're working with different schedules, it's totally possible as well for you to choose how you want to get in touch with your clients. So if you work with the European market and you're located in South America, this is one way that you guys can do it as well. Okay. And then campaign duration, all of that. And in the end, all of this good stuff that is the little details that make such a huge difference when you send your campaign, then is going to be your girl to run you through everything and make sure that everything runs very smoothly on your end. In the end of the day, you can see the reviews right here and exactly how the structure of your campaign works. How is your campaign named and how is the list working? If the email accounts are already done, everything. So just to review that everything is right and set for you to get started. Well, with that necessarily is how you can work with the multi-channel approach. And obviously, you guys, I do understand that you'll be interested as well in understanding, okay, how can I see the results? Because it's lovely that I can have my structure and I can know exactly how to work with that. But how can I track my campaigns in the end of the day? So you can go back to the campaigns in this case. You will see my draft right here. And we can go, for example, for a campaign that I've been launching for quite a while. And right here, you will see for all the time since I started for 2025, how many recipients received my campaign, how many were contacted, how many did reply to my campaign, how many were actually interested, which is great because then in this case you can also track how to level the interest of your clients. Maybe it's the type of the client that you're talking to, maybe it's the type of the email that you're writing, how many unsubscribe with your campaign, which is also a great recipient and a great number for you to have, and how many were not reached because they were auto replied or bounced. In this case right here, you can even see how the campaigns are performing in a little bit more of details. So which email got a better email open or email click, or which A/B testing worked a little bit better. With the draft that I just showed you guys, we didn't do A/B testing, but it's definitely something that you can work within your campaigns. And right here, even if you want to see the overview, then that's another way for you to check it right here within the platform of Snavio. Check your recipients list, and obviously check the insights that the platform is always going to give you within what's going on within your campaign. So to show you if there's anything else that you need to do it, if maybe it's the email replacement that you need to that you need to analyze a little bit better. Maybe it's even start working with some warm up campaigns, which can help a lot with the deliverability in the end. But for the multi-channel outreach, that was mainly what I had to show you guys, exactly to give this a little bit of the taste of wanting more, and exactly to show you exactly how you can do it inside of Savio and how to scale up in the end of the day. But as I said to you guys in the beginning, you wanted to see the results. This is part of it, but now Danny will show you guys exactly how we tracked a little bit better with a test that we did in the past, right, Danny?
Yes. Thank you for amazing presentation of the campaigns. I don't know if I could do it better, honestly. Thank you. Yes, I'll begin with our deliverability things. And I also see a question about it in the chat. What are the best practices to ensure deliverability and getting blocked from sending? For planning to launch multiple campaigns. That's a great question. I'm going to cover some of it right now, but also it's important to analyze your strategy, if you have it or not yet. It's a little bit also individual. I'm going to give some general info here, and then if you're interested, you can contact me via LinkedIn or via email, and we could revise your strategy. I could check your campaigns. We can do it together on a meeting. I'll be happy to help you with this, definitely, and to build successful campaigns together for sure. So let's start with a quick overview of the research that we've done between January, August 2025. It was one of the largest cold outreach data sets available. The numbers are pretty big. As you can see, we've analyzed over 44 million of cold emails and almost 1 million LinkedIn connection requests, campaigns, almost 1 million of campaigns to analyze. That's big, right? This scale gives us a really solid understanding of what works and what doesn't, and what tactics teams should stop relying on in 2026, but also this month as well, this last month of 2025 as well. These peaks represent waves of sending activity across different teams globally, but what's more important are the patterns hiding across all these volume. And that's what we uncover on next. Let's see. Yes, our key findings. Now let's dive into what the data actually shows. And this is where things get really, really interesting. So the first thing that we see is turning off open tracking boosts replies. Well, not directly maybe, but definitely it improves your deliverability, since tracking pixels trigger spam filters more often nowadays, and that's one of our observations. So disabling open tracking helps your emails look more human and inbox better. You could rely on link tracking, especially if you have a custom tracking domain set up, and this will be more reliable. And of course, reply rates. That's another important metric that you should check, monitor from time to time, for sure. And if it's not working, it means that we need to do some changes. We need to adjust, to change the approach, to change the text, the template, maybe to check our domain health, maybe check if we are or not blacklisted, check our deliverability. We have a deliverability check available as well on our platform. So these are a few metrics that you should rely on instead of open tracking. Click trackings, reply rates, positive reply rates, because not all the replies are positive. So if all of them are kind of like stop sending me emails or unsubscribe me, then something is wrong and we need to review some things. All right. Then Gmail API outperforms SMTP, and we can see that the difference is pretty big. So using Gmail API means your emails are sent from Google's trusted infrastructure. On our platforms in Synovia, you can connect your Gmail mailbox twice via SMTP and via API. To be honest, via API, it's much more easier. And as you can see, it performs twice better in campaigns. Plain text beats HTML heavy emails. We knew it. We knew that if we add a lot of links, a lot of images, a lot of other stuff in HTML that makes the email heavy, it's not that good. Right now, we notice that simpler emails work best, much better, let's say. Yeah. So any formatting, tracking, as I mentioned before, open tracking is also something that makes the email heavier. Plain texts feel natural and authentic, and in cold outreach, that wins. Then the last thing that I want to talk about and to continue Sophia's presentation on multi-channel campaigns is about LinkedIn. That LinkedIn invites work better without a note. That's one of the most surprising insight, but it's actually not that surprising or not that weird. It also works with the notes, but not the generalized, not common notes that we all see every day in our connection requests. This is, again, one of the most surprising insight, but it has a simple explanation. People assume a message means a pitch. A clean message or no message connection request builds trust and increase acceptance. You can see it in numbers as well. So, as I said, outreach success in 2026. Let's look in the future. Favors simplicity, credibility, and infrastructure over tactics that used to work years ago. So that was shortly about our common insights on deliverability that were researched during that time, this time. But again, as I said about the comment, each case has to be viewed individually, because even if you do it all and it still doesn't work, then the problem is in something else. So yeah, I think that was it from my side. Maybe if you have any questions.
Yes. I was going to say that it's perfect. And I think that even I was talking to a client this morning, and it was the main thing that I think that he asked me was, okay, so what is the recipe for success? If I start using you guys, is it guaranteed that I'm going to have all my lists ending, all my emails is landing in the right place? If I use you guys, it doesn't mean that I'll get 100% cover with LinkedIn. And the response that I gave him was, I wish that I could tell you 100% yes, but everything we have to work with a merge of ever. and understand that just like I think culturally, right here in Brazil, all mothers usually say you're not everyone. So the same thing is with your email. Your email is not like with everybody else. So you need something else. Your approach is different, and then it's mostly for us to understand exactly how we can fit into that and well how to present this in the end of the day. But I think that then we can move to our viewers' questions at this moment. Let me just go through here. I think we already have it. Yes, perfectly. So for our Q&A session, let me go through the questions right here just to make sure that we didn't miss anything. Farhad, I think I answered you, and I hope that I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but I think I answered you on the chat. So yes, this webinar, it is being recorded. So if you guys didn't have the time to watch it, or if you wanted to rewatch it, maybe something that we already explained that you guys wanted to see it again, totally being recorded in our YouTube channel. And beyond that, for this question, I think we already responded, right? For how to ensure the deliverability, everything not getting blocked. So even I think going back with the comment is just like you're not everyone else, you're not like everybody else. So it's just to understand your approach in this case. But do you want to cover something else with this, Danny?
Not now, especially that I see that the same person also asked about including links in emails later on, if you see it in the chat. Yes, and I can comment on it as well. So I mentioned that less heavy emails win, but of course in some campaigns, not in some, but usually we'll need to send our website link, some brochure, maybe some presentation. We need to include some LinkedIn link maybe in our email for the person to connect in case they're interested, and so on. It was mostly about the first email in the sequence. It should be simple, plain text, because our first email is more like a filter where we exclude all bounced emails, people that want to unsubscribe at the start, and it's the vulnerable time, the first email, vulnerable time to add links, if that makes sense. So we send our first email where we introduce ourselves. We say who we are, what we do, how it can be useful, some information about us, right? And then starting with the second email, we can add some links and images, but not too many. If we're talking about links, up to 3, I would say, up to 3, but better to keep it as one link, one image if it's a signature that you can add separately. By the way, so if it impacts deliverability, it does, but mostly it impacts the first email because it's the first contact with the person, and we are not sure whether they want to receive our email or not, in simple words. So the first email, it's like filtering out. When we see that it was sent, but we got an open, for example, or we got anything else, if we're not adding the link, we see, for example, that they opened the email. Then we can continue with a second email in more details, offer some value, sending a link to our website, to LinkedIn if needed, or continue with LinkedIn action as well. So with the second email, we can send some links. It won't impact deliverability that much because we already know that we can contact this person again. It won't bounce. Probably, maybe they will unsubscribe, but that's another case. That's a question to a template that we send. So yeah, better not to include it in the first email, but from the second, it's all fine. Sorry if I'm talking too much.
No, it's perfect. It's literally don't judge a book by its cover, but your email will definitely be judged by the first impression that they live into the mailbox. So we need to take care of that in the end of the day. And well, I don't see any other questions that we have it in the chat at this moment. So maybe we can just run for the wrapping up of this webinar, mostly to give you guys some extra information about our Black Friday as well. With regarding that, so as I said in the beginning, our Black Friday is with 50% of discount with every annual plan that we have it inside of the platform, which includes our starter plan, any of our pro plans, and our custom ultra plan. I'll be more than happy if you're a custom ultra plan client, then more than happy to have you within a call. But obviously, you're more than welcome if you're any clients interested in any plan. And in this case, then 50% off with our annual plans, and as well 10% off with our quarterly plans. Usually it's only 5% off, so we literally double the discount that we usually offer. This offer lasts until the 3rd of December, so which means tomorrow. And so what we can tell you guys is that we can definitely share our pricing page and everything for you guys to take a look. We will also be sharing right here. Let me find the code, and then I can share with you guys as well for the code that you guys can use it to go straight forward to the right here. To add it as soon as you want to purchase a plan. This code is mainly for us to know exactly that you came from the live, and mostly for us to understand what is the main channel that you guys are working with and how you guys got in touch with us in the first place. And obviously for the emails as well, if you guys want to get in touch, this is my personal Snovio email address, so you guys can feel free to reach out to me as well, and then we can talk a little bit more. Obviously, you'll be talking either to me or Danny at the end of the day. But what we can recommend to you guys, and this is my personal recommendation to have it for Black Friday. I know that you probably guys, well, it's the last week of this is the first week of December, last week of November. We've been pitching this and we've been listening to this in every company. It's the best discount that we have it throughout the year. You won't be seeing this in any of the other months that we have it ahead. And it's not just a sales pitch, it is very serious and it is true. So the 50% of discount, it is only within this next few weeks and this next few days. And as I said, we already extended so you guys could have a little bit more of a timeline to work around, see how everything works. But if you just came right now and you still want to make sure that everything works well for you and get started right with the right foot, with the right plan, feel free to reach out to us and to send us a message if you guys need it. And I think that my advice for Black Friday is to not wait for it. Go for it, and we will have the full support, as you guys already see, from our incredible Danny that will guide you through everything within the plans that if you need it, and obviously me to guide you to which plan could be best. But Danny, if you have as well maybe any tips or tricks for people to come through Black Friday right now, then we can wrap it up as well.
Yes, definitely. You're right. It's not anything salesy here. We only have such discounts once a year. So I think it's the best time to actually set a goal for the next year, set some motivation for the next year to scale, to grow, and exactly as you said, we will be helping, starting with you, we're helping get a plan for each needs, and then me, the help of onboarding. We have our implementation team actually that are always happy to onboard all of our clients, explain anything, have several meetings. That's actually, I think we have one of the best, if not the best, onboarding process and also support. That's why I don't think what I can say, I don't know what I can say more, is the best offer of the year. And I'm really, really happy to be here. And I'm really happy to be able to offer something like this with you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining, for staying here, and I hope we can connect soon.
Of course, I'd make your words mine, and I appreciate you all for attending and for sticking with us to the end. And I wish you a very good Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. I wish you a very good Tuesday and a very good ending of the Black Friday. It's tomorrow. Don't waste your time. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.